I'm Thomas Davis. I'm Associate Professor of English, and my areas of teaching in the department are modern, contemporary literature, and environmental humanities. I got way into music in a very intensive way before I ever cared about T.S. Eliot or James Baldwin or Virginia Woolf or anybody like that. I always read as a kid, fantasy, comic books, whatever. But when I was probably 12, I started getting into metal and punk rock. And I would sit for hours and listen to records and tapes and CDs, and I would pull the lyric sheets out, and I would sit there and listen to whatever it was, like Iron Maiden, Slayer, Dead Kennedys, and I would read the lyrics back and forth until I had memorized them. It's because the words actually meant something to me, right? People always say this about punk, that it saved their life, right? And I think in many ways it did, and that the attachment I had to lyrics and to music when I got into college transferred to, I guess, what we would call literature with a capital L, right? But the way I came to love artistic production happened first through music. I was deathly shy of doing anything like public speaking, whatever, right? For most of my life, until I started playing in a punk band, right? Because then you have to stand in front of people and play. There is that connection. I would not be able to stand in front of a classroom of people and talk to them had I not learned how to do that first with a guitar and like a squall of feedback behind me, right? And like some crazy drums. Understanding like the importance of education is not learning how to adapt yourself to circumstances that you find either disagreeable or actually hostile, but developing modes of thinking and criticism that are oppositional. And I learned that from punk rock, and I think people should also be learning that in humanities-based classrooms.